Welcome to Hands On with Harriet. We're trying to finish up our Winter Wonderland Tablescape. And this is the napkin ring. Gorgeous. When I started making these in October, this is all that my Dollar Tree had. But what I saw was this. So what I did was I brought it home and I broke it down. First of all, I took off this garland, which I think is a cute idea, but it wasn't a part of what I envisioned. So I had to take all of this apart. Excuse me, I feel like I got a little bit of a congestion. I had to take it all apart, and I painted it with this metallic gloss enamels by Americana. And it's a pretty color, very, very, very pretty color. Then also at that time, they didn't have the napkin rings in Dollar Tree. And they probably had some inexpensive ones somewhere. But I just went, I was in Michael's, and they had these ponytail holders on sale for 50% off. So I got 6 of them because they were 3 to a package, and I needed 4. 6 of them for $5.99 at 50% off. And I broke this off, and it's easy to do, and also painted it with the enamel paint. And it goes on very nicely. As you can see, it goes on very nicely. A couple of coverages was enough. Is all I needed. I didn't worry about sealing the ponytail holder. It will be sealed by the buckhead. The buckhead. As you can see, like I said, this goes on very nice. Or you could spray paint it if you like. I painted mine. Also, while I was in Michael's, I found this bling wrap. Oh no, not bling wrap, but these initials at $2 a package, and I had an S, and this J, and whatever I could get a line of bling from. I bought because it was only $2. I got that on my nail. $2 a letter. And I like the fact that it also had its own glitter. If I can get it out of here. There we go. It had its own glitter, as you can see. The background is glitter. Now this is a stick-on wrap. And what I did was I went as far as it would take me to keep it in line. And when this was dry, I just wrapped it around. I centered it and I wrapped it around like so. It didn't go the entire way. It just went a part of the way, which was fine because I'm going to put my buckhead in this area like this. Okay. But before I put the bulkhead on there, I used Mod Podge and just may have to open up another one. Oh, there we go. I used Mod Podge after this was dry, and after I put the bling on there, and just went around the edge like this. And then I went around the edge again in, so that, because it didn't cover the entire napkin ring, and I didn't want it to show the silver, the dull silver. I wanted it to be blinged out. I wanted it to seem like it was continuous, and I thought that was very pretty. Okay, so after that dried, I put on, well, before I did that, after this dried, I did it a second time because I wanted it to be heavily blinged. I put on the Mod Podge a second time, and then I glittered it a second time. And then after that dried, I sprayed on this enamel spray with the hopes of keeping it from falling all apart, you know, with the glitter everywhere. Because at that point in time, I was thinking that this might be something that I would want to have on the table as I ate dinner. And when you take your napkin out, I didn't want to have the glitter falling all over the place. And even though glitter still comes off of it, it's still not like it was before. Before it was like it was pouring down, raining. Okay. Then after that dried, I put the two together. I put the two together here with my glue and my glue stick. Okay? And glued it on so it would stay. But because I had taken off the garland, it had a naked edge. And even though it was pretty, it seemed unfinished. So then I bought from the Dollar Tree this garland. It came in a round box, a round container, not a round box, but a round container. And they have this garland has, it's like, it has little stars on it. It reminds me of tinsel with stars on it, and I thought that was very cute. So I measured off what I needed, cut it off, and wrapped it and glued it on with glue stick. This was very easy and not very time consuming at all. Very easy to do. What I didn't do and probably should have done was paint it in here. And I could, you know, do that quickly now if I wanted to. Just paint it here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Paint it in there, but it won't be, and I shouldn't have done it because I wanted to put my napkin on here and so that you could see what it looked like. Anyway, I think it's a very, very pretty and very different napkin ring holder. And I think that it goes along wonderfully with my theme of Winter Wonderland and using the buckhead. I bought just about, well, my things were kind of split up. I used the E6000 too when I was putting on my rhinestones. I used E6000 rather than the glue because I didn't want my crystals, my rhinestones to bubble up from the hot glue. I wanted them to stay fresh looking like this and clear and ready to go on to the next, you know, just look wonderful. So I went to Big Lots because I had been in there before and I saw that they had this beautiful array of silver ornaments. See if I can get that off. I don't want it to get on the napkin. And I bought this pretty napkin because it has the silver in it. Make sure you iron your napkins so that they will be crisp. And what I'm doing, as you can see, I am opening it up and picking it up in the center. And I will place my napkin on my buckhead like this. Simple napkin. And I can set it up if I want a little more. And that is what you're going to get with this tutorial. Something very, very simple. The thing is that I did this. I made these back in October, and I did my filming back in October as well. But all of that got lost. All of my filming got lost, and that's why I'm so late putting everything out, because everything got lost some kind of way along the way when I was trying to learn how to film and edit and upload and all of that. And I guess I just didn't do a good enough job because I lost everything. So I'm having to show you things that are already made because I finished everything. If you feel like you want me to go through this tutorial and do this all the way from the beginning with what I have here, I'm more than willing to do it. Just leave notes for me. Now I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to make this one for you. When I saw these, there were 3 of them to a package. 3 of these to a package. And I thought, how pretty. Well, the toilet tissue holder or your paper towel holder will help you to do this. And this doesn't have to be, I don't have any money and this is what I have to do. This can be, I like this. How can I make this pretty and not spend a lot of money? So what you would do is you would measure, to make 4 out of this one, you would measure it off. This roll is about 4 inches long. And you would measure it off every inch. And you would mark it off, and you would cut it. Cut it around in a circle, and I didn't want to smash it and cut it. That's why I used the box cutter. And of course you would mark it all the way around and make sure that it's even, so that you would have 4 even ones all the way around. But this to me is just a very simple way to get something very pretty on your table, and it looked very pretty, and it didn't cost you much of anything. Okay, so what you would do, and what I did was I crumpled up my foil, and then I placed it on my ring. Smash it down really, really well. Still a nice size ring. Now you can make it a larger ring. I noticed that people are making larger rings nowadays, but it's your preference. It's how you want it to be. For me, I wanted it to be like that. I didn't want it, and now what I should have done, and I'm sorry, was done this on the dull side. Excuse me, I did it on the bright side. Because your silver flower is more of a dull finish than a shiny finish. It gives it a metal look. No paint needed. You will use a little bit of glue. Make sure you cover it up really well on the inside. You're not going to worry about that because we're going to cover it up. But of course, you know I tore it off and put it back on. You're going to do it better. Going to do it much better than I just did it. But it gives it a hammered metal look. And so what I did, oh, here it is. I took the Mod Podge, oh, I already have some out, good. Mixed it with a little silver glitter. Because I wanted the glitter to go all over and to match the poinsettia. Painted it with the glitter, and once the glitter dried, the glitter and the Mod Podge mixture dried, I took this off, I'm sorry, I took that off first, but I attached and made a beautiful napkin ring holder. Now this particular napkin has not been ironed, just that one, but I want you to see how pretty that is. Don't like that side because that particular one is folded under. And there you are. So you get to choose. Now that one is cost less because all I paid for were these two items. 3 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and the price I paid for my napkins at Big Lots, from Big Lots. And those are your two napkins. This is your bonus that you got on this particular video. And I just think they're both absolutely gorgeous. And this is Harriet with Hands On with Harriet. We've had our hands on something absolutely stunning. 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 Stay with us. We're going to do our tablecloth and our runner. And we're going to finish up our series so that you can be ready for Christmas Day dinner. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Come back and see me.